Hey superstar, hope you're doing awesome. In this tutorial video, we're going to talk about an awesome automation that you can utilize, especially if you have an online event and you want to have an email notification for those who will sign up to that specific event. Now, this is going to be easy because the recipe is already created for you. You just have to update some parts of the automation. Now, the first step is to go to automation and then on the workflow find the recipe, click on create workflow and then find the recipe webinar registration confirmation and reminder. And once you click that, go back to the top part and create new workflow. Now in here, these are the fields that you want to update. So the first is to um, specify which form will be, you know, used or is connected in your landing page for that webinar. So just finding which form is that, and then once you find that, click on Save Trigger. Now, the first action that's created here is adding registration tag. This is useful if you want to track, the people who will sign up. Just so you have that on record, just click on this and then you can specify which tag that you want to use. Then click on Save Action. The next step is to set the webinar event start date and time. So this is important because you want to specify the date so that the email notification will be adjusted in relation to that. For example, if you see right here, it has like wait until 24 hours before this, date and time will be the reference point of those triggers. So just selecting the date here, for example, your event is on June 2022, and then the time is, for example, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Click on Save Action, and then you can proceed to the next step, which is a confirmation email. Once you click on here, the information and the copies right here and created for you already, but you want to update that as well based on your own language and copy. So for example, the from email, this is going to be the email that you want to send that email to your registrants, and then the subject is your registered contact. For example, you can leave it as is if you want. If you want to update that, that's fine as well. And then this is the actual copy. You can update that as well. And once you do that, click on Save Action. You can also add attachment, by the way, like a PDF or maybe a document that you want to add in there. Click on Save Action, and then you have here wait until 24 hours before, so that you have sort of like a nurturing sequence as well, so that you will increase your event show up rate. So in here you can also change the from name, from email. These are very important. Also the subject line if you want to change that, and also the copy as well, and then click on Save Action. So it's just a matter of updating the email copy. Bear in mind that you actually can add some other actions as well if you want, for example, to send a text reminder apart from the emails. For example, in the 1 hour reminder email, after you send that automated email, you can actually click on add action here and choose send SMS as well, and then you can specify the copy if you want. And other actions are also available. It's just a matter of exploring the options and making sure that it's in alignment to what you want to happen. But with the recipe, it's already built out, and you just have to update the other information and potentially add some other things as well, custom to your vision. All right. After you do all that adjustment, make sure that you click on save as well, and then hit published so that this automation will run. So that's the recipe using the workflow automation. Now, why are we showing you the workflow, right? As I mentioned on the last videos that we created, it's important that you start using workflow instead of the trigger, because we want you to, have that ongoing support down the line, because we'll be heavily, you know, providing support on the workflows instead of the trigger section. So that's something that you can start utilizing. And also, this is going to be very powerful because, as you see, there are recipes that are available, and also it's going to be more advanced in terms of like creating automations for you. All right. Hope you learned something today. If you have any additional questions, let us know. Or if you want us to create, a custom video based on your question or something that you want to learn in the system, let us know so we can create that for you next week. All right. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.